Okay, we are back inside the house. I got a box put together to go in that hole. So this is exciting, and I'm having a little frustration with, if you saw before, brad nailing and screwing. I didn't like either of those options. I mean, I got the brad nails to kind of hold it together, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically reinforce it using the framing that's inside here. Now, I did put some 2x2s going across there. I just did 2x2s because that's what I found in my wood pile out back. And they were about the right, I had to cut them, but I had enough to do. So I stacked two 2x2s on top of the existing 2x4 for that side and that side. And you can see I'm pretty close to that stud over there. That's why this particular one only goes back 13 inches, because I couldn't go back because of that stud. And lining it up with this opening, it just doesn't line up right. Anyways, once I get this in there, I'm going to use shims. If you're not familiar with what that means, it's not a real high-tech term, but just little pieces of wood, whatever size you need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze in some shims between this and the stud that's that side and this side. And I'll just squeeze it in there so it's nice and tight. And then I will nail from the inside of this box into the shims and this 2x4 to basically give it some more structure. That's going to be fine with me. We're going to paint and caulk as needed over any mistakes and nails and whatnot. So I think I'll be very happy with that, and it might just be the easiest solution. All right, I did trim a little bit with this little saw drywall knife thing. I might have to do that a little more, but let's see if we can fit this in there. It's going to be pretty close. All right, I'll set you down here. Let's see what happens. You can see it's pretty tight. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how I left camera, but it's pretty tight vertically, actually, and horizontally, both ways. I'm glad about that. Actually, that's going to be awesome for not having too much. Okay, I'm getting stuck a little bit because I guess my cuts aren't perfect. Well, it feels like I'm getting hung. Oh, I know what it is. Dang it. I'm glad I remember. There's a wire running inside there. Hope I'm not blocking you, but my goal is to get under that wire. Oh, good. I can do it, I think. All right. I was hitting it. I was able to reach in there and put it up on top of this. And that, I don't think I could have hoped for better than that fit. And I want to go in right about there. I want it to be flush. In fact, I'm going to pull it this way a little bit. I want it to be flush with the drywall because I'm going to put trim all around here. And man, that is good, if I do say so myself, for an amateur, huh? I told you in another video that I needed the 2-inch trim, but man, I might go back and get the 1-inch trim, because I got to cover this, which is only 5/8 of an inch wide. Excuse my heavy breathing. I guess I need to work out a little more. I need to cover that, and then any gaps, which, as you can see, are pretty minimal. That's probably the biggest gap right up there on top. Man, proud of myself on that one. Okay, so anyways, that's it. I'm pretty thrilled with that. Now what I've got to do, that's resting on those 2x2s that I showed you. I don't know if I can get a shot of that or not. Well, you can kind of see it. Yeah, and it is resting. It's right up on that. So that's great. And I did that. That was part of my plan. That didn't just work out that way. I used a couple of 2x4s here to check, and 2x4s are the same thickness as 2x2s. Actually, that's a 2x3. So you can use whatever 2x you want. Now, I do need to probably trim this one a little because it sticks up a little higher than the 2x4 or the 2x whatever. So I'll need to trim this down just like I did this one. And I expect a very similar result. And that's it for this video. Blah, blah, blah. Like and subscribe. And go to my wife's website, as I keep begging you to do. Okay, the link will be in the description below. Just spend a minute there, and I'd really appreciate it. And we will see you next time.